Here we go. Okay, Eric, can you see my screen, brother? You're the only one that can give me feedback.
Yep, you're good.
Perfect. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're revolutionizing health and your business, right? We're bringing solutions to the world in a way like never before, through our technology, through our business platform, through our business strategy, our products, and our pricing. And most importantly, the people who have decided to join the mission with us as we bring this to the world. So if you'll permit me. So people always say, hey, Jay, what's with Super Patch? How did you get to here? And my story on this, and I share this story of the genesis of this just to give you perspective of why we do the things we do in the way we do them and why we do them. By education and background, I'm a software engineer. I played and worked in high technology, software encryption, software security for a long period of time, both as a technical person, as a coder, and then as a business strategy, and then product development, and then ultimately senior executive roles for a number of different companies. I've played a role in developing some very, very cool stuff. Some stuff I can talk about. Some stuff in the security world we cannot. So because of NDAs and other things. But anyways, I've been in the tech space for a long time and achieved what I believe was a pretty fulfilling career. But all along that way, I was also taking care of my mother, who was diagnosed with MS in 1983. And in our lives, we're always going to have some big things that happen to us and big decisions we need to make that really become formative for the kind of life that we live and really that become a big part of our story. So if I take a look at my story, there's some big things that happened that led to actually to today. How did I end up here? And one of the things that's played a pivotal role in the making of me has been taking care of my mom. So my mom was a very young woman in the early 30s. I was 13 years old. She might have been 35 or just about. And she was diagnosed with MS. And she went from diagnosis to wheelchair in 18 months. Very progressive, relapsing MS. And what I saw was the strongest woman that I knew, the bravest woman that I knew, the toughest woman that I know, go from being completely independent and completely strong to being completely dependent on others for her well-being. And that was everything from simple things like getting in and out of bed, going up and down the stairs, washing, cleaning, brushing her teeth, combing her hair. And that life circumstance taught me so many important things. And what it taught me was that our priority in our life, when we take a step back, is our family. That there's things that we will do for our family, for our loved ones, for our parents, our children, our siblings, that perhaps we wouldn't even do for ourselves, that we will take on responsibilities for those that we love, that we would say for ourselves, you know what, it's not worth it. But for someone that we love, we will do those things. And in taking care of my mom for a number of years, better part of 30 years, I was exposed to and investigated all these different ways of helping people with her condition. Resources that I had because of my career allowed me to take her dozens of different countries, see hundreds of different specialists to help her with her condition, and really was not able to find the silver lining. We tried different things, and that light at the end of the tunnel inevitably turned out to be a train every time. It wasn't, we had to get off and try again and go find a different road, and those are things that you do. And my mom, being the tough cookie that she is, she went along for the ride all the way. And then, in 2008, I had helped exit a big tech company. I'd done very well financially. And I only say this because it gave me the resources to do what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it. I achieved my financial freedom. I achieved it 2 or 3 times in my life, lost it a couple of times in my life, and then built it back. And so everything that I've done and experienced kind of prepared me for this super patch mission. But anyways, at the age of 38, I woke up, more money than I could probably spend in a lifetime. Beautiful family, beautiful wife, amazing kids. My mom's still with me. My dad's still with me. I got amazing siblings. I have great relationships with everybody. I mean, and I got a great career. Everything's perfect. But I'm not happy. And for a long time, I'd always used to think that, financial success was going to lead to my happiness. And it wasn't. What wasn't happy was that for all my resources and all my efforts, I hadn't been able to help the one that had brought me into this world, which was my mom. My mom and I have a very strong relationship. She's the one that has always believed in me when I was a kid. And I tell my siblings that I'm her favorite. They don't always like to hear that, but I think it's true. Anyway, so in 2008, I started, having time and money in my hands. I started asking her care providers, hey, you keep telling me that the nervous signal isn't getting from her brain to her body because the MS of the demyelination of her nerves, the signal isn't getting across. And they said yes. And I said, well, tell me about this signal. Right? Tell me about the signal. And they said, well, Jay, it's not that simple. Stick to computer coding and software. Leave this to us. And my response was, well, I've left it to you for 30 plus years. So how about we have a real conversation? And they said, well, it's not that simple. So tell me where the signal starts. Because my thing was simple. If I could quantify that signal that was supposed to be controlling her arms, legs, or ambulatory control, then maybe I could build a bridge to cross the broken parts, right? Or figure something out. But they couldn't quantify that signal. I said, okay, tell me where the signal starts. They said, well, obviously it starts in the brain. And I said, okay, great. Tell me where exactly it starts. Tell me where the signal starts and what is that signal that controls her ambulatory control, her balance, and her strength, and her coordination. And they couldn't tell me. I said, okay. And they said, stick to computer coding, Jay. And I said, well, I have, but now I'm asking you what you're experts at. Long story short, they couldn't really tell me exactly the how our mind regulates our body, because we all agree that our mind regulates our body. Everybody agrees. Every doctor agrees. Every neuroscientist agrees. Every neurophysiologist agrees that our mind regulates our body, our autonomic system, that there's a control programs. And what I was interested in understanding was the how. And what came out of my investigation was that our brain emits these waves that connect different parts of the brain, and those connections form bridges and networks that help regulate our body. Those waves convert into signals that go through our body, through our pathways, our spinal cord, and our peripheral pathways that somehow control or allow for our mind to regulate our body, both consciously and subconsciously, right? And when I say subconsciously, I'm talking about the things that we don't think about: our breathing, our balance, our heart rate, our digestion, all these things that are automatic, right? But there's still a program that's regulating. And I was interested in understanding those programs because I figured if I could figure those out, then I could figure out how to correct them if they weren't working right. So long story short, I've spent the last 15 years understanding and decoding the programs in our mind that regulate different physiological functions in our body. It's been an incredible journey. We've spent 15 years, over $20 million, close to $25 million now, trying to understand the mind. The mind is the software of our brain. The brain is the hardware, the mind is the operating system, and how it actually regulates it. And we've had some incredible discoveries, which has allowed us to develop some incredible technologies and incredible products that I believe, wholeheartedly believe, that we can change the world with. And people are like, well, what do you mean change the world? I go, I mean change the world because the world needs changing. And I'm going to say some big things so you can disagree or agree with me. The entire Western world, healthcare and wellness in the Western world, is designed on a paradigm to deal with infectious diseases. Okay. What am I talking about? I'm talking about measles, mumps, polio, bacterial infections, right? And so we've gotten really good at making pills and vaccines and antibiotics. But the reality is we got so good at it that we wiped out polio, we wiped out the measles, we wiped out smallpox, we wiped out all these things that were a scourge on humanity, right? That's not what's killing us anymore. What's tormenting us are things like stress and poor mobility and aches and pains and poor sleep. That's what's tormenting us. So there's been a massive paradigm shift from infectious diseases to everyday problems. The system still wants to use old solutions, pills, drugs, injections, antibiotics to solve these problems. But there's a gap because that's not what those things need, because those things didn't develop overnight. Those things are an output of a lifetime, right? How we live, what we eat, our nutrition, like all those things accumulating the life that we're living today. So there's a gap in terms of what we need and what we're being given. The gap in the rest of the world, other than our health, has been always addressed by technology, right? So technology has been the big agent of change and progress, predominantly around our productivity, predominantly around our ability to do more work. So once upon a time, there was an industrial revolution, which took our ancestors out of the farm fields and into the factories, and they got out of survival mode and they got to sustenance. They worked some hours in the factory, they got some money, they could buy some bread, and all of a sudden there was some predictability and certainty to their economic reality. That was a big change in the world. Okay. Many years later, there was another technology revolution, and that was the information technology change. And that was computers and software and those things that we took for granted, right? And that was the biggest economic driver and productivity change in the history of humankind. We could all of a sudden do more work and do more things in the same period of time, talk to more, all these amazing things happen. And the providers of those technologies created an immense amount of economic success for so many people. We know the stories. And then there was another technology revolution called the social media revolution around 2008, 2009, when Facebook became a thing and Twitter and all these things became what it is today. And that changed how we communicate, how we live our lives, how we share our lives, how we work, everything got impacted. And now there's another revolution going on right now, just starting, called the AI revolution, which is supposed to change everything all over again. But all of these technology revolutions have always been around productivity, more work in the same period of time, or more work in less period of time, right? We all agree. But where's the technology revolution that's helping us live better, live longer, live healthier? It's been a big gap. We've developed a lot of devices that help us measure how well we're living, the Fitbits and these other bands and all these different things, and we can do that. Exercise equipment's really improved. But where's that breakthrough? Where is that technology that's good, that can help billions of people live better quality of life? That's where we come in. That's the promise of Super PACs. That's what separates, because I believe with our Vibrotactile technology, we are delivering that technology that helps the human condition. So what we've developed is so groundbreaking that there is no comparable product. So no improvements in patches or patch theories led to super patch. This is a whole new thing. This is just like the candle, improvements that candle didn't lead to a light bulb. Improvements in everyday neurostimulation devices didn't lead to the super. This is a whole different deal. And the reason that's important is because we have to innovate. Progress and innovation go hand in hand. We have to keep innovating. Innovation is the output of dreaming. Innovation is the output of having a vision and saying, we're going to get there. We're going to get to the mountaintop, and we're going to do it not in any other way done before. And so what we have to do is we have to invent tomorrow, right? Progress and innovation is not in the past. Steve Jobs says, let's go invent tomorrow instead of worrying about what happened yesterday, because we can't change what happened yesterday. We can only impact what's going to happen tomorrow by what we do today. And what we've chosen to do is bet on us. We're betting that we can develop technologies that are so far advanced that they're magical, that they're so powerful that we can change the quality of life for billions of people, right? It's a technology boom. It's a technology opportunity here. This is what we've developed. So technology has created more wealth and opportunity for individuals in the last 25 years than any other industry. Why? Why is Apple so big? Why is Google so successful? Why is Amazon so successful? Why is Tesla, Meta? Why are these companies and these products so successful and in every home? Because they're able to help everyday people live, work, and play and share their lives easily. We have to be able to help people live, work, play, and enjoy their lives easily. That's the whole purpose of technology. That's the whole purpose of Super Patch. Let people reach their ultimate potentials. What are we doing? Unlocking human potential through unrivaled technology. We're unlocking the potential in us through technologies that never existed before. And innovation is the driving and sustaining force behind every major economic success. If you want to see an economic success, there's innovation behind it. And that's what we have. We have innovation like never before. And we're going to talk about that. And this is one of my favorite writers, Arthur C. Clarke, science fiction writer, because any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. I know this for a fact. Those of you that have done the balance and stability demonstration and test on people, everybody said, do that again. How's that possible? What's this magic trick? What's this voodoo? You always get that reaction, right? Because people cannot unexperience what they've experienced. They cannot unfeel what they've felt. And when that is the first introduction to our Vibrotactile technology, you have a fan. They might be incredulous in the beginning, but when you share the research and you share the stories and you share your personal experience, they come on board and saying, oh my gosh, because they didn't even think it was possible that we could deliver the benefits that we're delivering in a drug-free, safe way. So our products are magical in the sense that they're so far advanced, there's nothing comparable out there, right? So welcome to Super Patch Company. What we've done is hack the neurocode to develop technologies that can improve the lives of millions of people with drug-free, affordable, risk-free products. It's coming on to 15 years now to create a magic patch, to create a patch that can send signals directly to our brain and optimize the neural codes that control health and well-being. We call our technology VTT, Vibrotactile technology. It's absolutely one of the greatest products I think ever built in the history of health and wellness, okay? As you can tell, I'm wearing, 5 patches right now. I wear a lot of patches, right? Because I truly, what happened here? Because I truly enjoy the benefits that I get from our patches. They're that powerful, right? Our patches deliver. So this magical little patch has ridges on it that touch our skin to help generate signals that help us reach a higher quality of life. Oops, let me go back. So we call our technology Vibrotactile technology. So every patch has a unique, customized Vibrotactile pattern. So all 12 patches have different patterns on it. And once these patterns touch our skin, it triggers a response in our neural networks that helps address our daily challenges. So think of it like Braille for the brain, right? So what does that mean? The brain and nervous system process stimulation and cascade as well-being happens. So the key to understanding this is, it's just how the same way that a blind person reads Braille, how does a blind person never seen a page, a book, a letter, can run their fingers over a little texture, and all of a sudden there's a language, a program created in their mind. We're using the same mechanisms of our skin to send other signals that our mind recognizes. It's that simple. It's that easy to understand. So every bodily function has a neural program, a neural code, including breathing, walking, balance, pain management, stress, sleep, immune response, you name it. Everything has a program in our brain, in our mind. And these programs are just waves, brain waves, all correlated and connected in very complex ways. But these codes get damaged or stuck for a lot of reasons that lead to poor health, wellness, and performance. The patterns on our patches are like QR codes. When those very fine ridges touch that combination of ion channels and free nerve endings and receptors, collaboratively, when those receptors and nerve endings are activated through touch, it generates a nervous signal that goes through our peripheral nervous system, to our spinal column, and then into our mind. And our mind recognizes that signal. And it starts reprogramming and resetting those neural networks. And once those neural networks are reset, we start reaching optimal wellness. So you remember, we've all had a computer where the program gets stuck and we go Control Alt Delete. And all of a sudden, when the program restarts, it's something like this. Another way to think about our technology is this. Many of us that have a garage have a keypad on our garage, right? We punch the right code in and the garage opens, correct? So now the understanding is, what's important there? Is it the buttons? Is it our finger that's important? Is it the buttons that are important? Or is it the combination of the buttons that's important that triggers the response that we want? It's the combination of the numbers, right? So what the patch does, so think of the ridges like our fingers touching the right buttons on our skin to send the right code. And all of a sudden, the processor inside the garage says, oh, I recognize that code. That's the open code, or that's the close code. The patch is sending, oh, that's the pain management code. That's the sleep management code. That's the mobility management code. That's the stress management code. Because all of those programs are just codes, and we can replicate them and restore them by touching the right receptors, right? Another way to understand it, and the last example that I'll give you, is the keys on a piano, okay? So think of the ridges like our fingers. So the patch is our hand, the ridges are our fingers. Our skin is the keyboard on a piano with all the different keys. Those keys are receptors. When our fingers, the ridges touch the right combination of keys on our skin, music, sound, code is created. Not by our fingers, not by the ridges, but by the keys that touch the rods inside the piano. The ridges are touching the right receptors that activate the ion channels that generate that complex signal that our mind understands. So I hope that helps us understand that. So the patch isn't have any energy, and the patch doesn't have any chemicals in it. The patch doesn't have any drugs in it. All of the energy is in our body. All of the trigger mechanisms are in our skin. All we're doing is applying the right combination code that's encrypted into the patch to execute the right signal. And this is true because number one, it's happening. We have the studies to validate it, but it allows us to deliver what the world wants. So what does the world want? The world has wellness needs. People looking for pain management, low energy, brain health, cognitive decline, limited mobility, fall risk, stress. People have a lot of wellness needs. And those are people looking to restore and reclaim their health and wellness. But there's also people like our friend Eric who are in great shape. They go to the gym, they eat healthy, they seemingly look like they're in great fun, fitness. And there's people out there that are at their very peak of physical performance and physical health, but they want better. They want to reach the ultimate level of performance. So there's performance needs. They want exercise performance. They want more power, strength, endurance, mobility, recovery. They want to be the best possible version of themselves. They want to unlock their true potential, right? Two different sides of the same spectrum. People looking to restore their health and wellness, and people trying to take their health and wellness to the highest level possible. People have solutions now. What do we have available to us? Drugs, OTC products, surgery, lifestyle change, diet change, time commitments. But all these things have risks and side effects. And sometimes they're effective, sometimes they're not. But they all require some kind of lifestyle change, diet change, time commitment. So these things all build resistancy. And there's always a cost, a substantial cost attached to them, right? So this is the reality, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody knows to have a healthy, well-balanced life, people should eat nutritious food and exercise. Everybody knows that, right? So what's the challenge? The challenge is the change. The challenge is the lifestyle management. right? Because information isn't enough. We have to make things that are easy to do. And that's what Super Patch does. It delivers drug-free solutions, quick and effective, non-invasive, non-reactive, child-safe, pregnancy-safe, no diet change, no lifestyle change, and affordable. Affordability, ladies and gentlemen, is so important because I'm sure we're all aware of products that as much as we want them, we can't afford them consistently. And that doesn't lead to a revolution. If things are too hard to get, too hard to use, too difficult, we're not going to get the buy-in. Because if our objective is to help people, if our objective is to change the paradigm of health and wellness and performance in the world, we need to meet these requirements. Because without it, it becomes a niche product. We don't want to be a niche product. We want to be as ubiquitous as Kleenex. We want to be in every household as just because you have it. You got to have some super patches lying around. Why? Because they work, they're safe, and they're affordable. No side effects. That's what we want to deliver for the world. Right? But to do that, we need to also give and provide the world with proof beyond my words. So we've invested in numerous studies, more coming, that prove the efficacy of our products, right? These are done by third-party CROs at leading universities, by leading thought leaders. Our studies have been presented at Pain Week, at the World Institute of Pain, and real thought leaders by professors that teach pain pathology, experts in sleep, experts in mobility. Why? Because that's the requirement. In today's world, yeah, it's a show me world. So we do this the hard way. We do everything that we can to show that this is the right way to do it. And it's important because you need to have the confidence that we're investing in innovation and we're investing in R&D, that it hasn't stopped, that we're not sitting back on our laurels and saying, oh, we're done. We're not done. We're just starting. More research is ongoing. Incredible research is ongoing, and it'll keep on going because that's the requirement to build a sustainable, scalable mission. We're not going to say trust hardware for it. We're going to say, hey, feel the product, use the product. By the way, if you want to read the research, here it is. And the reality is this, there will be some that'll come along and say, well, I don't know about the research. Well, then you don't know about the research. It is what it is. We're meeting the requirement that's needed to show the efficacy of our products. And I stand behind every single study that we've done. So what has that led to? What does that product end up being? It's a 100% drug-free product with quick proven benefits, more than 500,000 customers, FDA registered, incredible clinical results, 30-day satisfaction guarantee for our customers. It's made in the United States, and we have a 95% positive reviews. It's like, only 95%? I'm like, yes, only 95%. Because there's 5% of people that don't like how it feels or they don't want to use it. That's fine. We'll take 95%. I think 95% was an A+ when I was in school. So I think we'll take the A+ rating, right? I think it's pretty good. So this is what we're delivering for the world. And because of our research, because of the efficacy, we've been able to attract an incredible advisory board of Dr. Mark Saker, Dr. Anna Toker, Dr. Mark Boff, Dr. Alex Schaus, Dr. Michael Clark, and Dr. Marty Miller, who are all resident experts in their field. Everything from sports medicine to nutritional health, to movement health, to education, you name it. These are people that are very top of their field. And there's, in their full bios or certainly their condensed bios are online that you're more than happy to read and to share. But we're super proud of this team. They're exceptional, right? So why is this important? This is important because the product we're developing is so easy. We've taken something profoundly complex, which is marrying the mind-body connection, finding the solutions for the mind-body connection, and making it in an easy and safe way to use every day. Open the envelope, take one out, remove the film of the patch, and adhere it to your body and enjoy the benefits almost instantly. The patch starts working right away. It might take a few minutes for you to recognize the efficacy of it, but our balance stability test is instant. Studies show people seeing results in 20, 30 minutes with our Harmony patch. It's unbelievable the benefits we get. and they're drug-free, paraben-free, non-GMO, gluten-free, safe for our skin. Some people, a small percentage, will have some kind of allergic reaction sometimes to the adhesive. Nothing that can be done about that at this point, right? They're latex-free, they're hypoallergenic, non-GMO, and they've been studied and tested. This is where the 95% comes in. There's a small percent sometimes that it doesn't work for, but we won't know until we try it, right? So we tell people, if you don't like how it feels, or you're getting something that you don't like a rash, just take it off. I'm sorry, it's not right for you. But for our customers, we do have a 30-day money-back guarantee because we want to make sure that they're absolutely happy with their experience. So our super products, we've got products for focus, so our focus patch helps people concentrate. Our kick it patch helps people, it's like willpower in a patch. Our joy patch gives people's feelings of happiness, joy, bliss, optimism. Liberty patch helps with mobility. Ignite patch helps people burn more calories at rest. Freedom patch helps people with aches and pains. A REM patch helps people sleep longer and faster. Victory patch is for our athletes to get super performance. Our peace patch helps with managing stress. Our defend patch helps us maintain and protect our health. We have something for everybody. The market is so big because the world is so big. We can help billions and billions of people with safe, affordable products that are tested, right? You say, how big is that market, Jay? It's so big. It's billions of people. So there's some crazy numbers. Out of 8 billion people globally, 6 billion people over the year will say they're not sleeping well. 2.4 billion people say that they're stressed out. 1 billion people need help with education. 2 billion people looking for energy solutions. 2 billion people trying to manage their calories. 1 billion people wanting more help with fitness. 1.6 billion people looking for pain solutions. 2 billion people looking for mobility solutions. It's a massive, massive market. The addressable market that we believe we have is more than 500 billion, and it's growing. It's growing fast. Why? We're living longer, just not better. Right? So let's give people choices. Let's give people the opportunity to take care of themselves and their families in a safe way. Oops. So what separates us? So we have this massive market, but what are our market advantages? And these 8 things, ladies and gentlemen, separate us from every single company in network marketing. And 99% of companies in the world that are monopolies actually have these advantages. Okay? So let me share, because what you want is a monopoly. You want to be a part of a monopoly. Okay? Because monopolies are unfair advantages, right? Who doesn't want to be part of a monopoly? So first of all, we have globally protected intellectual property technology. Our VTT is 15 years in the making and $22 million in R&D. It's a revolutionary technology as an industry disruptor, meaning that we're changing how things used to be. We're bringing a whole new paradigm to bear. The IP is protected globally, and it's only available here. Only the Super Patch company has it. There's no white label products. There's no other place to get it. It's not another Me Too product. There's no competitive thing out there. There's no thing called a Smarty Patch that does the same thing. No, Super Patch is one of one. It's 100% drug-free health, wellness, and performance. Advantage number 1. Advantage number 2, solutions and products for a maximum market opportunity. We just talked about that. With the 12 different patches with unique benefits, our market opportunity is billions of consumers. We're providing solutions for the biggest health, wellness, and performance needs and wants. We've covered those in this presentation. Solution for pain, sleep, stress, mobility, fitness, and more. Drug-free, safe, affordable. Market of 6 billion people globally. The total market is about $4.7 trillion. We think we can address 500 billion over the next few decades. We're going to get there. Products that work. Proven clinical studies and thousands of testimonials. Products that work. But in today's days and age, ladies and gentlemen, you'll agree, products that work isn't enough. It's a massive advantage because we've all been exposed to products that failed on their promise, but our products work. But more than that, they work fast. We're in the microwave, instant gratification time zone. This generation wants results now. Nobody wants to wait. Everybody wants a Netflix. They want to watch a movie, they want to watch it now, right? So the results you see with our products are almost instantaneous. Life-changing, mind-blowing demonstration. We can actually show people instantly. We can do the Get to see a live demonstration with our Liberty Patch or Victory Patch to show them the product's working immediately. No need to wait for weeks or months for results. We've all been down that road where we've been recommended a product, and when we don't see the results in a few days, we're like, hey, is this working? And the person says, oh, give it another week, give it another week, give it another week. We don't want to give it another week. We want results now. Regulatory and clinical compliance. FDA, right? People are like, well, what do you mean FDA registered? We registered ourselves with the FDA to let them know that we're making this product and we're going to make these benefits claims. It's absolutely important. So what does that mean? We have to disclose where we make it. We have to disclose how we make it. We have to disclose all the things and open ourselves up for inspection. Okay. Proven clinicals, peer-reviewed and published, drug-free, ingredient-free, same products available in every market, world-class materials made by 3M. So we've done everything that we need to do to make sure that we can bring this product to market without any restrictions or without any risks. That protects the business and protects all of us on this call. Massive advantage, because we know a lot of products in the world that are taking a lot of shortcuts and get it to market without doing the hard work first. This is hard work. This is where the studies come in. Every study costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. Product development costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. We don't do it because we have nothing better to do. We have to be compliant. We have to provide the proof. We have to do those things to make this work. That's advantage number 5. Advantage number 6, no change required. No lifestyle or diet change required. Patch and go. Easy to use and consumable. We don't have to worry about the taste. We don't have to worry about anything like that. Put it on and go. Easy peasy, right? No stress. Easy to remember, easy to use, and affordable. Advantage number 6. Advantage number 7, perfect price for the consumers. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in the history of network marketing, we have a product that the end consumer can buy at an affordable price, and they cannot get a competitive product for less money. Okay? At around $2 a day, at $60 for a 4-week supply, we are breaking the economic model for network marketing. Network marketing's been held up saying, hey, product's too expensive, product's too expensive, product's too expensive. Our products are priced perfectly for the end user. How are they priced perfectly? Because we did a massive pricing exercise before we turned on the product. We want to know what is the end user, your customer, is willing to pay for these benefits in the form of a patch. The price that came back was $60. Affordability and accessibility are the cornerstones of health and wellness and consumer acceptance. If it's too expensive, they won't buy it. If they won't buy it, you can't hit scale and you can't change the world. Critical for customer acquisition and retention. It's absolutely key that we deliver. That's advantage number 7. Advantage number 8, again, industry changing. In August, we're launching our co-op marketing program. The field and the company are joined together in mass media marketing to drive brand awareness and customer acquisition and sharing the customer revenue. It's the only co-op program in the industry. Customer acquisition and retention is the only sustainable business model in the world. Trust me, if we want to be as big as Coca-Cola, we better go get 1 billion customers, right? So the program is this, and I'll simply say it this way. We're going to share the marketing, the mass media marketing cost, and then we're going to share the revenue together as a field, completely voluntary. But this is the 4th leg of income for network marketing. Network marketing typically has 3 income streams, right? We have sign-up revenue with the packs that people join. We have auto-ship, smart ship revenue. And then we have reorder revenue from our distributors. Typically, 99.9999% of network marketing companies, those are the 3 legs, which leads to instability. For a table to be stable and scalable, the foundation needs 4 legs. This is the 4th leg. True customer revenue that we're going to go out there and build together and share together. It will give us a undominable advantage in the industry. We'll bring our product to the world and we'll share the success together. That's what separates us from everybody else. Ladies and gentlemen, these 8 advantages are not, no one can copy this. No one can beat us to the punch. We're so far ahead with these 8 amazing advantages that when I show this to entrepreneurs, when I show this to investment houses, they're like, Jay, we want in. I'm like, no, we're already ahead of the game. This is for us. This is for the field. This is for all of us to take advantage of this. These 8 points, if you're an entrepreneur, you must realize how powerful these market advantages are. And when you compare our business and our opportunity and our company and our product to any other network marketing company in the world, some might have 2 of these check marks. Somebody might have 3 of these check marks. There isn't one other network marketing company that has all 8 advantages. Ladies and gentlemen, let me repeat that. There is no other network marketing company in the world that has all 8 of these market advantages. That means you've won the race. That means you're already ahead. You're not only in pole position, you're like 50-lap head start on everybody else. That's how far ahead we are in terms of the opportunity we've built here together. I always tell people, competition's for losers. We don't have any competition. We're in a race by ourselves. We're so far ahead. And it was so far ahead that they can't even see us because they can't duplicate what we do. Globally protected IP. We don't have any Me-Too solutions. We don't have any Me-Too products. Products that can help 6 billion people. Who's got that? We have products for kids. Help kids study better, reach their potential. Products that work fast, that are demonstratable, regulatory compliance, no change required, perfect pricing, co-op marketing. Show me one product in network marketing that meets all 8. There isn't one. My job is to make sure that there isn't one. My job is to make sure that you have every advantage, unfair advantages in this business, and these 8 things get them to you every single time. So why be part of the wave? Catch the wave. A pioneering opportunity waits you. It's simple, it's fast, it's risk-free business, ladies and gentlemen. Don't miss out. If you're not in, get in. If you have friends sitting out there looking for the next big thing, it's here. It's already gone. We're 18 months old, and we've lit this industry on fire. Product technology and leadership. Superpatch clinically tested and protected globally. No competitors to our products. Simple, no limits, no tricks. We have a simple comp plan with truly unlimited potential with great bonuses, trips, and incentives. We just came back from the most epic trip in Cancun. We're going to up it again. We're going to do it even better for the next one. Super has a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you won't risk your customers. There's no risk for your customers. Join now. Get on board. And the leadership team we have on board, ladies and gentlemen, the leadership team we have, the MVPs and RVPs we have in this company are the best, bar none. There is no equal. I've met them all. You are truly led by the very best in the field. And what we've done in 18 months has never been done before. We didn't go out there and buy leadership, ladies and gentlemen. We don't do those tricks of the industry where, oh, let me go buy this or buy that. Everything we're doing is organic. We're building from the ground up. Why? We're building for generational sustainability, right? We're not hiring hired guns. We're not doing it. We won't do it. We don't do it. We want the best of the best who see what we see, who want to build something one time, one last time. I tell people that listen to me, give me 5 years. I'll build something that'll last 5 generations. In 5 years, we're going to have 5 million customers and we'll touch $5 billion in revenue. We're on our way. We'll probably exceed it, but that's the mission. That's the goal. We'll get there together and we'll build something that will stand the test of time. Why? The product works. We have everything in our hand. We have the leadership team. We have the people. We have the product. We have the plan. We have the platform. We have unassailable market advantages. How do you say no? This is a unicorn. It'll be the biggest thing in network marketing and the biggest thing in health and wellness in the last 50 years. Mark my word for it. Keep watching. But I'd rather you get on the plane, we take off together. So how do you get involved? You get involved. You got to catch the wave. You got to get started. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to turn this over to my dear friend, Eric. Eric, take it away, brother. This is all up to you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Thank you for and let me into your homes tonight. I so do miss chatting with all of you. I can't wait to see you in person. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful evening.
Well, thank you so much, Jay. We can feel your passion. We can feel your vibration through the screen.
Like a patch. No, I'm gonna make a Jay patch. I gotta make a patch that's gonna just transfer what I know and what I believe and what I see. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been to the mountaintop. We're changing the world now. We're changing the world now. I get calls from private equity and people that take companies public and these big investment banks, and they want Super Patch. And every week I tell them no. I go, it's not for sale. It's not for sale. Why is it not for sale? It's not for sale because I can't sell my purpose. I cannot sell my dream. It's not for sale. We're building this for us. We're building it together. And let's go. The whole world's waiting for us. It's up to us to bring the message to them. Over to you, Eric. Thank you, everyone. Have a blessed evening.
Thank you, Jay. Well, props to you, because you say we're not for sale, and I'm not going to sell my dream. Some people do. We call them sellouts, right? you're just not a sellout. That's all.
Listen, you can't sell it. I grew up in a tough neighborhood, my man. So there was a couple of rules. You never sold out, and you never snitched, right? So no rats and no sellouts, right? That's how I grew up, and that's how we roll. You pick on my friends, you pick on me. We're like a super patch gang. We're a gang, okay? And we're gonna take over this industry. We're taking over. It's like we're moving in, and we're gonna be couple, because we have something nobody else has. Like, I mean, we should have so much pride in what we have and what we're bringing to the world. I don't care what anybody else is doing. Honestly, people say, well, I don't care what any other company's doing, because they're not doing what we're doing. It's an ocean of Me Too products with same old comp plans and the same old executives and the same old runaround and, this leader went over. We're not doing any of that. We're saying we're building a legacy together. 5 years, and I'll give you 5 generations. I've seen it. The hardest part is done. Ladies and gentlemen, the hard part's done. The product exists and more product on the way. No one has what we have. It's protected globally. So there's no one coming after us. We're not Friendster or MySpace and Facebook's going to come take over it. Not going to happen, okay? There's no competitor. We're not sharing our tech with anybody. This is the moment. This is what we've all been working and waiting for, is that one opportunity we can use our energy, we can use our network, we can use our intelligence and our integrity to build something one last time. Let's build it together. I put 15 years into this. It's up to you now, ladies and gentlemen. I'll leave it to you. Have a wonderful evening. I'm going to log out here. I'm going to let Eric take over. I respect you all so much. You have no idea. And I'm grateful for your support and your trust. I'll say it this way. If family and friends are the truest measure of a man's wealth, then truly I'm the richest man in the world. To have 30, 40, 50,000 people trust us and believe in us to help millions more. It humbles me that you also trust me so much. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. Your trust is not misplaced. I'll never let you down. We're in it together. I'll see you very, very soon. Have a wonderful evening here. Good night, everyone.
Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you very much. And we put our trust in you, and you put your trust in us, and we're delivering the message. So thank you very much for your time.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you. And so you've heard it from the man, right? All this technology, this great technology, this amazing discovery that he did. But you know what? The strength of all of this is not into one individual. Jay by himself cannot change the world. He needs help. We need help, right? What if 100,000 of us or 200,000 of us all spread the same message, all have a little bit of an impact? The ripple effects of that are huge. So like Jay showed, there's several ways to get started as an associate with Superpatch. Different kits, different prices. The only kit that includes all the patches is the Omni kit at $9.99. All the other kits have less variation of less SKUs of the patches and less quantity of the patches. But whichever kit you start on, you have your own mini franchise of Superpatch. You have your own website that works instantly, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in 30 different countries, right? Countries where you don't need to go to. You just share your link. Somebody clicks on it, places an order. Bam, they're your customer. The company ships. Like, you don't have to take care of the shipping, of holding a lot of inventory or any of that. This is a turnkey operation that you get to start for $9.99, right? You could buy a franchise, another turnkey operation. You could buy a McDonald's franchise or a Starbucks franchise for $500,000, $800,000, $1 million, right? And then you'll have a turnkey business at the corner of this street and this street. And then you're stuck managing employees, managing the stock, managing managing the different times where people are calling you and they say, oh, I'm sick, I can't come. I mean, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. You don't want to do that. And you spend $500, $800, $1 million for it. What if for only $9.99, you can have a business at the corner of the internet and the internet, instantly available in 30 countries, and you don't need to manage employees, stock, or any of that stuff. Shipping is done by the company. The research is done by the company. The labeling, everything is taken care of from the company. All we got to do is pique curiosity, do a balance test, and invite people on a Zoom like this, or watch a pre-recorded presentation that shares all the information, right? Anybody can do, like literally tomorrow morning, I can take 100 people, train them for 15 minutes, and they'll have all the tools they need to do this business. That's because it's simple. Notice I didn't say the word easy, right? It's easier to sit all day on your couch and watch Netflix. That's easier, right? But that doesn't provide any results. That doesn't change the world. It doesn't help your bank account either, right? So it's very simple to pique curiosity, share a video, invite someone on Zoom, and then share your link, and then let them place their order on your website that you didn't even have to pay for. You didn't even have to build yourself. Like if you were to start your own business today, for $9.99, you would only have your incorporation papers, a few business cards, and maybe possibly a website, right? And that's it. And now you, with a hope and a prayer, you'll be in business. Now for $9.99, you have a market opportunity that you can leverage that has a $500 billion market. That is huge. So at the end of all this information, there's always two types of people. Number one is someone that says, hey, I love these products. I like this technology. I have this or that thing I'd like to work on. I'm going to be a customer. I'll buy the patches for myself, right? And then you pay full retail price, and that's that. There's the other type of person that says, hey, I want a few patches. Like I feel stressed. I want to improve my sleep, or I want to reduce my pain. But I also understand that every single person I know, everyone in my family, every one of my friends, my coworkers, and every stranger that you cross paths with on the street, every single person has at least one or two things they can improve with one of our patches. Literally every human on this planet feels maybe some stress, or maybe they feel some pain, or maybe they are having issues sleeping. We have 12 results. For kids, for people that are 99 years old, there's no discrimination. Everybody can use our patches and benefit from this technology. So that's a market opportunity. And that if that's you, then you are an associate. And then you choose one of the 4 kits. So if you're number 1, you simply call back the person who invited you on the Zoom tonight, let them know which patch you'd like to try, which situation you'd like to improve. Maybe you want a little bit more focus. Maybe you want a better sleep, and they will be able to send you their special link so you can place your order right now and get it delivered to your doorstep very, very quickly. And if you're number 2, then what you have to do is pick one of those 4 kits for you to get started, to have your own Super Patch website, to have your own Super Patch franchise, and be able to share this with the world and change lives, and also change your bank account. Because let's be real, in this economy, everyone can use a little bit more money. Let's not be shy about it, right? There's nothing wrong with it. Everyone, let's say $500 or $1,000 extra in someone's budget is life-changing, right? $500 to $1,000. So what if we can help people with their quality of life, and we can also help people make a little bit more money? Well, that's what we have here with the Super Patch opportunity. So with that, call the person who invited you on the Zoom tonight. Let them know what you like best about the presentation, and let them know if you're a number 1 or a number 2, and welcome to the Super Patch family. I cannot wait to hear about your results and to help you go up the ranks and change lives together. With that, have a fantastic evening, everybody. My name is Eric Lacaire. See you soon. Bye-bye.